Google Analytics allows you to now do cohort analysis. This means you can actually see what traffic from what source is coming back within a given time frame. The first thing we need to do is look at the sources that are driving traffic in Google Analytics under the Source Medium tab. Write down the top sources that you would like to compare. The reason we're doing this is because we're going to have to create segments separating that traffic from all other traffic. To do that, you click on Admin, and on the far right, you can click on Segments. Within the segments, you can choose New Segment. You can name it whatever you would like. So we're going to put a name on this, and I'm going to save it under my name just because it's easier to find for this environment. And then I'm actually going to go down to Conditions because I know exactly where the traffic's from. I can type in Source, Source Medium, and as I type it in, it automatically populates Edmunds CPC. It knows this because it is correctly tagged with a UTM tag coming into this website. So once we save that, I'm actually going to create a couple segments for each of the different sources we'd like to compare. So here's the first one with Edmunds. Continue to do this. Next, I'm going to actually do it for organic, and then I'm going to do it for PPC, and then they also buy a social product from a company called Advanced Ohio, and their tag is under AO/social. The reason I want to include them is because it's another social product, so I want to show him the be-back rate, or the re-engaged in the cohort analysis in Google Analytics, ours compared to theirs, in case he's wondering what social media program would be better for him going forward. The cool thing about segments is you can create whatever segment you want. You can segment by age, by demographic, by traffic source, by what they're doing on the site, and then you can combine different behaviors on the website to make a super segment. If you want to add, hey, I'm looking for customers that are on a VDP that also submitted a lead. You can segment all of those out, and that way you can compare the traffic per segment. Once we have all these segments created, we can then do the cohort analysis in Google Analytics. One more here, and we'll be good to go. All right, now we go underneath the Audience tab and click on Cohort Analysis. The first screen shows you all users. This is all traffic coming to the website and the percentage of those that come back within a day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. And usually the quicker they come back, you'll see a higher percentage, and it goes down as the month goes along. So what I'm going to do now is select each of the different segments that we just created. We'll start with Edmunds, and we're going to compare that to each other to see who has the best be-back audience. Experts right now are saying that returning audiences or returning traffic is a very good signal of the quality of traffic you're sending to a website. Similar to the re-engaged stat we see on our own reporting, we always know that those people, when they come back, they spend more time on site, they're more engaged, and that's what we're trying to prove here in Google Analytics for those dealers that only believe what GA says. So now that we've got all these created, we can apply them all and we can compare them. Now you can actually see exactly the all users of the whole website are around 5.82. Edmunds is around 4.32, and it defaults to 7 days. Paid search is 2.3% on day one, and organic is 6.86%. So you can see organic, which is the gold standard of all traffic, is leading the way, but we're not too far off when it comes to that, which is pretty exciting. I'm now going to remove the all users, and I'm actually going to add the AO social, which is probably the biggest competition we have in regards to what we could get canceled for in this dealership. So I just choose that segment. Once I find it, there we go. And now we start with Edmunds up top, which is 4.32 like we saw before. Same with paid search. Each day gives you the percentage of the traffic that came back, which is pretty cool. And you can see AO Social, which is the most competitive product to ours, is at 1.83%, and after day 4, pretty much none of the audience ever comes back. If you want a larger data set, you can change the date range. For this dealer, I'm going to change it to 14 days. So you can see here, Edmunds is bringing traffic back all the way through day 12. Day 12, almost 3% of our traffic came back. Paid search, not so much. And even organic struggles after the first couple days, which is kind of incredible that we're doing better than organic when it comes to days 7 through 14, or day 7 through day 12. Now, if I was going to see this dealership and I thought we were at risk and I wanted to show him where he could save money to either spend more, or if we're in pending cancel and I wanted to prove myself like, hey, don't cancel us, here's cancel AO Social. I'll bring up Edmunds versus AO Social, and you'll see here 6.61%, 3 you can see exactly how much traffic's coming back versus 1.71. We're 6 times more traffic back on day 1 than our competitors, and we're sending more traffic to them overall. It's a very, very valuable tool.